spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Ball's knocked loose. Fast break, UCLA. Here's Free. Drops in the breakaway layup. Free's got his first points of the night.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Bruins on top, ending the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-4 run. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Yeah, Freak and his team hit the ground running and have a big lead here through the first half. Everything's clicking for them.
And this is what you expect star players to do. You want them to come out and beat teams early. It takes a special talent like Freak to be able to control the game like he did in that first half.
So on the floor for UCLA. Mitchell in at point guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at center. Stolen by Mitchell. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. And the Bruins another three.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
And the best way to pile up points in a hurry, just run and get your buckets before the defense can get set.
Johnson, he's checked in for UCLA. Morris comes in for Campbell.
Jonathan Morris.
Here's Crawford. There's the pass to Flash. Can they get it? That's good.
Julian Flash.
Flash has got himself on the board with three there.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court. And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Freak with it. 30 points in the game. Johnson right side. The dish to Morris. Pass to Mitchell. Launches it. Rebounded by Ellis. And Michigan has possession. Flash passes to Ellis. Smith inside. UCLA grabs the miss. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Fresh, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Moochie Fresh.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Johnson. Thomas comes in for Looney. Morris is checked in for Fresh. And it's Mitchell in for Free. On the court for Michigan. Ellis is out there with Taylor. Then it's Smith. Then there's Flash. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. And it's sent back by Mitchell. A minute 42 left here in the second half.
Move the ball.
Morris outside. Pass to Barton. Kicks to Roberts. Now here's Freak, guarded by Crawford. And another miss by UCLA. Michigan with the ball.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bruins.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Johnson, he's checked in for UCLA. Starks comes in for Barton. Stevenson outside. Back to Smith. Smith drawing the double team. And Stevenson with the basket on the assist by Smith.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell's shot is good.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Stevenson drives in. He feeds it to Cunningham. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He hits the second from the line. For the 3. And another 3 for Mitchell. Mitchell's got 39.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for joining. Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball, high energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward position. Now here's Kaminsky. And the wide open shot from Decker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
For 3.
Decker's got 5 now.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it'll dictate how big a role a player has later on.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
And the Badgers with possession here. Hill with it. There's the pick. He dishes it to Kaminsky. Inside. Decker can't hit.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And here's Fisher. Gibson the screen. Fisher dishes to Wade. And again, it's the Badgers missing. Here's Mitchell. On deep. And the Bruins another 3.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. They've got Fisher. He's out there with Hill. And it's Wade in at the 5 spot. Hill kicks to Wade. Shot to stop the run, and that's good for 2.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Mitchell. No good from outside.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bruins.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school, and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.